Yo! What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Sam Ranks on here. Happy Thursday! You guys all know what happens tomorrow, right? Friday, the Wheel of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 finale is gonna be up tomorrow, so make sure you guys watch, make sure you guys stay tuned, because this is gonna be the craziest video ever, I promise you. And it just wraps the craziest battle you guys will ever see in your entire life. In today's video, I'm coming at you with the brand new Blue Eyes deck profile for the brand new 2021 July ban list. Guys, Tri-Brigades is running everywhere. This deck is annoying. I hate Tri-Brigades. But what if I tell you there's one card in Blue Eyes that destroys Tri-Brigades? You guys know Spirit Dragon? If you guys read the first line of the card's effect, literally destroys Tri-Brigade. What's the best card in Tri-Brigade? Tri-Brigade Revolt. Like, they can't use Revolt when Spirit's on the field. Like, this card is insane. I'm gonna show you guys this cool deck profile. I believe this is the best way to play Blue Eyes without playing all the bricks and the Guard Dragons and Dragon's Ravines and Needle Fiber. None of that. This is straight Blue Eyes. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 400,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started with Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile for the brand new 2021 ban list. Alright guys, let's do it. First and foremost, we're gonna play, of course, the God card himself, the God of all gods. Triple copies of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. How do I pronounce his name? Dragawa Braco de Uluz Azulis. I destroyed that name, and I like to apologize that I mispronounced his card's name in Portuguese. So anyways, triple copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm still hunting for the other two DDS. Can't wait to get a playset of this bad boy, man. He looks so beautiful. Look how badass DDS Blue Eyes looks. But anyways, triple copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Absolutely mandatory to play in your deck. Next off, you want to play 2 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Only 2 copies needed. You can always search this card directly from your deck to your hand. Also, at the same time, you have a really great toolbox game where White Stone Ancients can manage yourself to just add these cards from your graveyard to your hand, right? This card has a once per turn effect where you can pop monsters on your opponent's side of the field, which is absolutely amazing. So Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon is just really great for that. Next off, the 1 Dragon Spirit of White, obviously. 1 copy of this card, you can bring this card off White Stone Ancients during the end phase to banish any problematic back row that's on the field, which is really nice. So Dragon Spirit of White is just really good for that. Next off, for your Sages, you want to play triple copies of Sage with Eyes of Blue. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Searches all your stones directly from your deck to your hand. Searches White Stone Legend, searches White Stone Ancients. This card is just really phenomenal. Pair it off with Cards Consonants is also insane. Also at the same time, this card can search Effect Veiler, which is one of the best hand traps in today's metagame. So triple copies of Sage Eyes of Blue, absolutely mandatory. Next, 1 copies of the White Stone Legend. Since LP is out of the picture, 1 copy of this card is more than enough. And this deck is kind of like a traditional Blue Eyes deck, like control the board, control, rank 8 spam, level 9 single control. So 1 White Stone Legend is just far more than enough. Same thing with, of course, triple copies of the White Stone Ancients. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, one of the best resource management type cards for the entire deck. Brings out a Blue Eyes directly from the deck during the end phase. Also, at the same time, you can manage this card from graveyard to add a Blue Eyes monster from your grave to your hand, which is really good. So you can easily combo off this card with Trade-In. Just add a level 8 monster, activate Trade-In, draw 2 cards. You can also combo this card off with Alternative. Add a Blue Eyes, special in the Alternative. This card is just really, really good. Next, we're gonna play Chaos Dragon Levineer. You can easily search this card from your deck to your hand using Melody of the Awakening Dragons. And for this deck, since your entire deck is light, you're going to be using Chaos Dragon Levineer's effect to just revive back a monster in the graveyard, which is really nice. More extenders for this deck is also really good. And last but not least, double copies of Nebula Dragon. This card is insane for this deck. Like I said, simple combos for this deck. No LP Guard Dragon type combo because LP got banned. And playing this deck like this ensures the minimal bricks that you have in your deck. So Nebula Dragon. So you can reveal this card and 1 other level 8 dragon monster in your hand, special them both in defense position, but they get their effects. Also, you cannot normal summon or special monsters for the rest of this turn except for light or dark dragon monsters. Doesn't matter, you're going to be special in dark monsters anyways. Nebula Dragon and Blue Eyes in hand becomes a free rank 8, becomes a free Draglubion and Harder Dragon, becomes a free Draglubion with Titanic Galaxy. Like, this card is just so good, which I recommend playing 2 copies of this card in the deck. And if you have multiple copies of this card in your hand, you can always trade in it off, which is really good, right? So that's pretty much it for all the dragons. Next off, for your spells, for consistency, triple copies of Melody the Awakening Dragon. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Really great way to just consistently search your dragon monsters directly from your deck to your hand. Next off, triple copy trade-in. Cards are really amazing. Sends your blue eyes to the grave, draws 2 cards. You can also banish ancients, add blue eyes, trade in again. You basically have unlimited blue eyes fodder for trade-in, which is really good. So best pot of greed for the deck. You want to play 2 copies, pot of desires, no 3. Honestly, I'm just never lucky with 3 desires, man. If you guys don't want to play this, you guys don't have to, but drawing cards is really nice, and you're playing 3 copies of every single card in the deck, and you don't need 3 blue eyes to win because ancients can always cycle it back, which is really good. But nonetheless, desires just gets you 2 additional free cards. Why not play it, right? I just don't recommend playing 3. That's just my personal preference. And last but not least, cards of consonants. Sage, search ancients, cards of consonants, pretty much just, you know, draw more cards. Next off for extenders, double Return of the Dragon Lords. Not only is an extender, but it also protects the dragon monsters, which is really good. And the last extender you're playing in the deck is the Monster Reborn right here, which is absolutely amazing, right? So 3 small card type extenders, which is really good. Next off for your traps or hand traps, I like playing double copies of Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler becomes really good in this deck because Sage can search this card directly from the deck to the hand, which is really good. Same thing goes for Ash. Ash is really great. Overall generic hand traps in today's metagame. Ghost Spell is also really good against Revolt. And last but not least, you're playing double copies of Infinite Impermanence. I feel like hand traps is really good. Honestly, Summon Spirit against Tri-Brigade, you're pretty much going to win. Backed off in hand traps, they're not winning. They can't resolve Revolt, right? If they can't resolve Revolt, you pretty much just win the duel. So Imperm, Effect Veiler, Ash, Ghost Spell, just really great cards to just counter the meta right now. Next, you can play 4 traps, like 4 settable traps, is triple copy Solemn Strike. I love Strike. This card is so good. Last but not least, you'll play, of course, the 1 Skill Drain. This card, absolutely amazing. You just activate Skill Drain to win the duel, beat your opponent down with 3k beaters. You pretty much have game from there on in, right? So that's pretty much for your traps. Let's go out to your extra deck real quick. Let's start out with your synchros. We're gonna play double copies of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. This card is absolutely ridiculous. So let me read you guys the first line of this card's effect. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. So you guys know what that means, right? If you have this card on the field, can your opponent activate Revolt? Absolutely not. They'll never be able to make Shurag ever again off Revolt. So Spirit Dragon literally shuts down the entire matchup. And you have Ghost Spell, Effect Veilers, Imperm, Skill Drain. Things that, well, maybe not Skill Drain is good. Well, Skill Drain obviously isn't good when Spirit's on the field, but you have all those hand traps to just counter their plays when they activate their effect to just banish cards from the graveyard to try to smash from the extra deck. You can Effect Veiler, Imperm, and Sage searches Effect Veiler really easily with this deck. So Spirit Dragon is really good against Tri-Brigades. Also at the same time, you can negate their graveyard effects, which is absolutely insane. So if they activate Fractal, send Kit, send Nerval, activate Spirit Dragon to just negate their graveyard effects. Like, this card is just so good against that matchup. And next, the Azure Eyes helps you easily OTK the following turn, which is really nice. Next, the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, a really good card. Summon off Spirit to just bounce cards, which is really good. Next off for your links, the 1 Heretic Seal. Still a really good card in my personal opinion. I like Heretic Seal. Next off, Christian Hockey Fibrax. Really good card to just help get access to Selene access code. And you're playing, you know, Sage's Spellcaster in the deck, Effect Veiler's Spellcaster, and getting access just 2 cards to access code is just absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, really good at going second. Last but not least, you want to link Rebo. Link one of your stones to the graveyard, search, trigger off all your combo plays. Link Rebo is just really good. Next off for your XCs, this might be weird, but I'm playing double copies of Hope Harbinger. I don't have the other Galaxy rank 8, and the reason I'm playing 2 is because I'm playing the Dragublion package. I find that, you know, playing 2 sets of targets is really important if you're playing Dragublion, because on the very first turn, you either make Titanic Galaxy or Hard Earth Dragon. So you either make like Hard Earth or Titanic Galaxy, but on the following turn, like if your opponent doesn't break your board, you want to be able to summon Numeron Dragon. Numeron Dragon becomes like 18k, and you can just attack for a game with Numeron, which is ridiculous, right? I like to have 2 sets of targets for Dragublion, so the following turn I can summon Numeron Dragon. So this can be any number of Xyz Dragon monster. Like, I just play 2 because I just don't have any other Xyz Dragon like Tachyon, right? I just need Tachyon. I was supposed to play Tachyon instead of this, but I don't have it, so I'm playing 2 copies of Hope Harbinger. And last but not least, the number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord to round off your Xyz. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile. I think the deck is just really strong. Let's showcase a test hand with this deck real quick. Alright guys, let's go on with a test hand. Let's see what we draw for our first opening 5. Oops, sorry. I blew up Blue Eyes would have been nice. First opening 5. This is not bad. I feel like this hand is just really godly right here. So there are a lot of things you can do. Like you can either go Sage, summon this, search Stone, ditch Stone with Melody, search another card, which is really good. But that doesn't give you a free effect wheeler off Sage, right? So it depends on what happens, right? You can normal Sage, activate Sage's effect. Let's see if they have any response. If they don't have a response, you can activate Sage. You search effect wheeler to your hand. I feel like having more disruption is just really good. Next, you can go Melody, the Awakening Dragons. You can send the alternative. Okay, you can add Blue Eyes. Honestly, that's such a neg though. Yeah, you know what? Like effect wheeler, I feel like it's a little bit more safe. Like I could search Stone off Sage, but yeah, I feel like this is fine. You can search Blue Eyes. You can search alternative Blue Eyes. Now what you're gonna do is super simple. You're gonna reveal Blue Eyes to your opponent. Special alternative. Okay, don't make Spirit Dragon yet because if you make Spirit Dragon, you can't trigger off Nebula Dragon. So you activate your Nebula Dragon, the Special Nebula, and also the Blue Eyes is in your hand, which is amazing. Now what's gonna happen next, you're gonna synchro these two to the grave, special summon Spirit Dragon, okay? Now you're gonna overlay these two with your Glubion, and then you can activate your Glubion's effect, attach the Blue Eyes, special summon Harder Dragon right here, and then you have Strike, and you have Veiler that's in your hand, right? I think this board is decent. You know, yeah, you could have had a lot more advantage by just getting the White Stone. You know, you probably end off with like Blue Eyes in your hand, which is really, really good. But I feel like effect Veiler is just a little bit more stronger. So you have like 3 disruptions right here, and if your opponent can't break this board, this card will clear up your opponent's entire board. You have Strike, which is already a high impact card. Against Tri-Brigade, like this card already just destroys that entire matchup, and this card ensures that your opponent will never get out the Ancient Warrior monster, right? So Effect Veiler is just so good this format, and this board is pretty decent. I feel like it's like a god board that can do. I feel like it's a super simple deck, like control, and then next turn you can even just like tag this card out, bring the Zero Eyes, you can activate your Glubion, bring out the Number Monster, bring out Numeron Dragon, and then just attack for game the following turn. I feel like this board is really good. I open up really well. This is kind of like the god hand for the deck, but it's pretty cool that this deck can still be able to put up something like this very easily without having to just overcomplicate, you know, play bricks and play Romulus Dragon Ravine. Straight, simple Blue Eyes with back row, hand traps, and I feel like this is just the best way to play this deck for 2021 in my personal opinion. So that's pretty much for the deck profile. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give this video a huge thumbs up. That'll be absolutely amazing. So yeah, guys, have fun with this deck, explore this deck, try this deck out for yourself, and let me know in the comment section below on what your overall thoughts are. That's pretty much it. This is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. All right, guys, peace.